So I picked up this pocket hose. I've been seeing these advertised. There's a couple different types. There's this one, the pocket hose. There's the X hose. I got this one for around, I think it was 20 some dollars. I forget exactly, but around 20 bucks or so. And anyways, I'm gonna give it a try here out on the deck because it's nice not having to deal with like a coil hose like that I got at Costco a couple years ago. While it's a really strong hose, really good, sometimes it's a little unwieldy to haul around. This supposedly supposed to expand and be really easy to maneuver, and it's kink free, so it expands to from, I forget how many feet it is, says, but it's supposed to expand up to 50 feet or 15 meters. So I'm going to take it out. The packaging is pretty small, light, material's pretty stretchy, so it looks like there's something, a hose inside of this canvas covering. So when it expands, imagine it stretches. So this is the end that connects to the water supply. Came with a gasket. It screws on, piece of plastic. I don't know, durability wise, I don't know how long, longevity, how long this will last. And then we got this here, which the nozzle hooks onto with an on-off. And then it's got this like that as well. So I'll get this all hooked up and then we'll see how it works. Alright, so I got the hose all connected. Got it connected up there to a valve that I can turn on and off. And then I have the whole coil of it right here. And then I have my nozzle attached. And you don't need this valve if you're not if you're using a nozzle, apparently, according to the instructions. I'm going to turn it on, and what happens is, I've tried it once already, this expands out. So I have it on, it's growing now. It definitely has gotten a lot longer. Now it's expanded full of water, and I can haul it around. And in terms of pressure wise, it seems to maintain pressure not too bad when I turn it on. So the hose is maintaining pressure when it's still pretty good. Okay, I'm going to water some plants and see how well this works and give my overall impression of it. So far it seems pretty neat. So before I do that, I'm just going to depressurize it and show you how long it takes and what it looks like. So when I turn off the water, and then see, it stays pressurized until, so it's not great for storing so you have to shut the water off at the source. So I have to shut it off there, and now it's still holding all the pressure, so now I need to relieve it in order for it to shrink back down. Now I saw some other videos that using this with a water sprinkler doesn't work so well because it couldn't hold the pressure, because I think it drew more water volume than the hose could handle, and it started shrinking. So the sprinkler started contracting towards the valve. So now it is shrinking down quite a bit. But it takes a few seconds to drain all of the water out in order to store it. So I don't know how convenient that is. I'll let you decide for that. But it does shrink down to be nice and compact again and easy to manage. I will give it that. So that's it. Nice and small. I'll maybe make a little hanger here for it, up here, something like that. definitely, this hose here is about the same length, and then I got this one here, so big difference. So it's kind of neat. I'm going to use this for a couple days, and then I'll give my my overall impression. So I'll come back in a few days. Alright, it's been a few days, and I've been using the hose for watering the plants and stuff. It's raining, or was raining, but it stopped now. So I thought I'd do a follow-up. And so far, oddly enough, I actually do like this hose. It's a little gimmicky, but there is some use cases for it. Now, I'm going to turn it on here and inflate it, or pressurize it. One thing I notice is that it really doesn't kink. So one thing really nice about it is it keeps pressure really well, but if I try to kink it like this, it still sprays. So I have this completely kinked like that, and it's still working just fine. So I put a new nozzle on it too. I really like it. We'll see how well it does in the long term, because with it being deflated, it's not stretched out. But with it stretched out now on the hose, I don't know how long that whatever material it's made from on the inside of this nylon cloth. I'm not sure if the longevity of if it's continuously pressurized, if it stretches and then fatigues over time. But we'll see. Only time will tell. So I can't really make that determination at this point. But again, it does not kink. I've pulled it all around and taken it out into the yard and stuff, and it's really great not having to worry about it kinking. It does indeed stretch out to 50 feet, so it's nice and long. And the only thing though is when I want to store it, you have to depressurize it. So when I turn off the water, I have to take the water pressure off of it before storing. Now I could leave it stored with it pressurized, but again, I don't know the longevity. And the problem with depressurizing it, again, is it takes a few seconds, about 20, maybe 30 seconds, to completely get rid of all the water out of it, which probably right about there is fine. But I'm wasting water, so if that's a concern, that might not be such a good thing. So that is a disadvantage of this hose. If you, for storage, every time you haul it out, you have to let all the water out of it when you want to store it again. It's kind of a waste of water unless you can plan accordingly and put it in a bucket and then water stuff with it, but that's kind of a pain. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. So anyways, that's my impression of this pocket hose. Again, there's other brands out there. This is just happened to be the one that I have, and it seemed to be the most economical, I guess I could say, or the cheapest. So anyways, thanks for watching. That's my impressions of this.